Hi there, it's Jen from modernmedicinelady.com and the Empathic Woman System, and the word of the day is multi-generation. So in the last week or so, I've had an opportunity to work with some really remarkable people, and I'll just say I love my clients. And one of the things I love about them is their willingness to do the deep diving, their willingness to really look at stuff and be ready to let it go. So one of the things that we were noticing, and I won't say this is the first time I've noticed this, but that we were really noticing how frequently the stuff that's really pushing our buttons right now, that's really got our panties in a wad, that's totally getting us triggered and distressed, it almost always has roots. It almost always has an origin that is coming from another time and another place. And sometimes it may be an event that we experienced as a child or previously in our early adulthood or something. But what I've noticed is that a lot of times it's not just about a behavior that we have alone or an event or an experience that happened to us, although that can certainly be the thing that informs our experience and how we react to stuff. Because so often, when we are having a strong response or reaction to something in the moment, it's not about what's going on right now. It's more often than not about maybe partially what's going on presently, but a lot of times we're reacting as strongly as we are because something happened before that is informing the way we interpret it, the way we respond to it, and also is triggering all of the emotions that came up the last time. So not only does this happen for us as individuals, but what I have found is that so frequently it's about something that has happened in multiple generations, that it is a multi-generation pattern, and that this is something that gives it strength, that actually gives it more power, and often makes it much harder to break as a pattern because it's not just about something we decided to do once, but it's a legacy, it's a pattern, it's a behavior that we unconsciously have been born into and that we pick up on and we're sort of imprinted on like baby ducks. So we end up in one of the roles that's part of this whole system. So a lot of times you'll have a situation where if you look at it, there's an event or a behavior or something that just keeps repeating itself generation upon generation upon generation. And when we start to really look at this and start to see the complexity of it, and also just all of the different ways that we can be participating in it, that it's only then that I believe we can really start to heal it and we can really start to transform it. Now, this could be about betrayal, feeling like the betrayed, feeling like the victim. Can also be in a situation where we're the ones who are doing the betraying or being the person who is causing the harm. It can be a situation with infidelity. It can be a situation with any kind of abuse. It could be a situation with addiction or alcoholism, which is kind of addiction. It could be gambling. It could be embezzlement. It could be losing all kinds of money. It could be totally just like getting started for success and then completely falling off the wagon. There are so many different ways and things that as generations we have a tendency to pick up from each other and we just keep on repeating. One of the ways to recognize the multi-generation thing is when you think about the stuff that you have, the stories that your family tells about itself, the stories like our family always works really hard, or our family can never catch a break, or nobody in our family is ever going to be blah, blah, blah. And that those are the kinds of things that are usually coming from a legacy of experience and patterns that just keep repeating themselves over and over and over again. Now, the thing that is so exciting to me is that when we recognize the patterns and when we take the time to start addressing them, not only can we heal our own reactivity and our emotional charge on stuff that is going on right here, right now, so that we don't have to be as upset and distressed, even though a situation may be going on and it sucks. When we don't have all of that multi-generational legacy of pain attached to us, it makes it much easier to handle it in a really different way. But also, when we go back and start doing this work and clearing our own emotional charge about it, we can also do the work to help clear all of the baggage and the energetic congestion for not just ourselves, but actually for the legacy and for the many generations, and start to heal the family line, which then can actually really start to heal the dynamic in the family. So it's incredibly exciting work. It's just amazing, and I have definitely seen miracles happen when we start going back and taking our own emotional charge out of the system. So my question to you right now is, are you noticing things in your life where you are having disproportionate reactions, where maybe you are responding to something that definitely sucks, but it's like on a scale of 0 to 10, where honestly, rationally, it would maybe be a 5 or a 6, and you're just like an 8 or a 9, or maybe you're even a 10. And can you see patterns? Can you see places where there's certain things that keep repeating themselves in your family line, and where there's stuff that maybe you've been victim, maybe you've been the person who's caught, or betrayer, maybe you've had both roles in this in different parts of your life or different places in the pattern. And can you see just how this legacy, how this pattern just keeps repeating itself? I'd love to hear what you have to say about all of this. So please leave a comment below. And until next word of the day, I am wishing you peace, I am wishing you ease, and I am wishing you, first off, the grace of recognizing the pattern, and secondly, the profound, amazing healing that is possible when we do the work to let it go. Which leads me to the next thing, which is to say that if you haven't figured it out, this is totally my jam. I absolutely love doing this kind of deep digging and clearing the stuff that has been holding on for generations. And if this sounds interesting to you, please come over to my website, modernmedicinelady.com. Click on the Work With Me section, fill out the inquiry, let me know what's going on with you, and let's connect so I can talk with you about how I can support you in getting this crap out of your way. So, in the meantime, I will also be eternally grateful for your help to get this video out into the world. Please like it, please share it, and please pass it along to other people who would find it useful. Thank you so much, and until tomorrow, peace.